Stop for just a moment before you move on, because what you're about to hear may completely reshape the way you understand kindness, power, and success. Most people grow up believing that being a good person is enough to earn respect, protection, and loyalty. They believe honesty creates trust, generosity creates appreciation, and kindness keeps them safe from harm. It sounds comforting, but life tells a very different story. Some of the kindest people end up being the most exhausted, the most overlooked, and the most easily exploited. The painful reality is that goodness without wisdom often becomes an invitation for others to take advantage of you. This is one of the greatest misconceptions society has ever normalized. Centuries ago, Niccolò Machiavelli observed this pattern with remarkable clarity. He watched compassionate rulers lose their kingdoms, generous leaders get betrayed, and honorable people fall because they believed good intentions alone were enough to protect them. His writings revealed a truth that still applies today. The world does not automatically reward kindness. Instead, it often rewards awareness, strength, and strategy. That does not mean you must become ruthless or abandon your values. It means your goodness should never exist without intelligence. In a world where manipulation exists, blind kindness becomes a weakness, while strategic kindness becomes real power. This video is not about teaching you to become cold-hearted or selfish. It is about showing you how to remain a genuinely good person without allowing others to misuse your generosity. There is a huge difference between helping people because you choose to and helping people because you are afraid to say no. Real strength is not found in pleasing everyone. It is found in protecting your peace while still acting with integrity. From this moment forward, stop thinking of goodness as something you simply give away. Think of it as something valuable that deserves to be invested wisely. Remember this affirmation: I choose strategic goodness. Those 4 words can completely transform the way you interact with the world. The first lesson is simple, but uncomfortable. Goodness often exposes you instead of protecting you. Think about the nicest person you know. Are they respected as a leader, or are they the first person everyone contacts whenever they need a favor? People naturally learn patterns. If they know you never refuse, never defend yourself, and never establish boundaries, they stop seeing your kindness as a gift. They begin treating it like an obligation. You become predictable. Predictability makes you easy to control. At work, you become the employee everyone depends on, but rarely promotes. Among friends, you become the one who always pays, always sacrifices, and always adjusts your schedule for everyone else. Within families, you become the person expected to solve every problem, while your own needs remain invisible. I once knew a manager who dedicated everything to his team. He stayed late to finish their work, defended them during difficult situations, and constantly placed their success ahead of his own. Everyone praised him for being supportive, but when leadership positions became available, someone else received the promotion. The reason was surprisingly simple. People admired his kindness, but they did not see authority in him. They saw someone who served instead of someone who led. Respect cannot exist where boundaries do not exist. When people realize there is no cost to asking more from you, they will continue taking more until there is nothing left to give. Machiavelli compared survival to becoming both a lion and a fox. A lion possesses strength, while a fox recognizes danger before it appears. Someone who has only kindness but no awareness becomes like a sheep surrounded by wolves. Goodness should never remove your ability to defend yourself. It should simply guide when and why you choose to use your strength. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It is necessary if you want your kindness to have lasting value. Tell yourself today, I protect my energy. The second lesson is the generosity trap. At first, generosity feels incredibly rewarding. Every favor earns appreciation, every sacrifice receives compliments, and every act of kindness makes you feel valuable. But human psychology changes over time. What was once extraordinary slowly becomes expected. The first favor earns gratitude. The fifth favor earns expectation. The 10th favor becomes an obligation in someone else's mind. If you finally refuse the 11th request, people rarely remember the 10 times you helped. They focus only on the single moment you said no. This pattern appears everywhere. Parents who constantly buy everything their children ask for eventually discover that gratitude disappears and entitlement replaces it. Friends who always pay the bill eventually stop hearing the words "thank you." Employees who constantly stay late discover that overtime becomes an expectation rather than an achievement. Generosity that is never balanced with boundaries slowly loses its value. Instead of creating appreciation, it creates dependency. Instead of building loyalty, it builds expectation. Scarcity creates value. Unlimited availability destroys it. Human beings naturally adapt to repeated comfort. Psychologists call this adaptation, and it explains why repeated kindness becomes invisible over time. The more available you become, the less special your availability feels. The more you sacrifice, the less people notice your sacrifices. Yet the moment you protect your own time, your decision suddenly becomes unforgettable. That is why strategic generosity is far more powerful than endless generosity. Help because it matters, not because you fear disappointing people. Let your kindness remain valuable by refusing to make it ordinary. As you begin protecting your kindness with wisdom, another important realization follows. Every decision you make has a price. Every unnecessary favor costs you time. Every promise you make requires energy. Every moment you spend carrying someone else's responsibilities is a moment you cannot invest in your own future. Most people never calculate this hidden cost. They keep saying yes until exhaustion becomes their normal state. Eventually, they become frustrated, emotionally drained, and confused about why their own dreams never seem to move forward. The truth is simple. Your time, focus, and energy are limited resources. Once they are gone, you cannot recover them by simply working harder. That is why successful people guard these resources so carefully. Protecting yourself is not selfish. It is the foundation that allows you to continue helping others without destroying your own life. Think about the safety instructions on an airplane. Passengers are always told to place their own oxygen mask on first before helping anyone else. At first, this advice sounds selfish, but it is actually the most responsible thing to do. If you lose consciousness while trying to save someone else, now both of you are in danger. Life follows the same principle. If you constantly sacrifice your health, your peace of mind, and your ambitions for everyone around you, eventually you will have nothing left to give. Sustainable kindness is far more valuable than endless sacrifice. The strongest people understand that protecting their own foundation allows them to create a greater impact over the long term. Another mistake many people make is believing that being a good person means saying yes to everyone. In reality, the most respected individuals are highly selective with their generosity. They understand that kindness becomes powerful only when it is directed toward the right people and the right opportunities. Imagine trying to water every plant in a desert with a single bucket of water. Eventually, every plant dies because none receives enough. But if you concentrate your effort on the plants that truly matter, they grow stronger and healthier. Your attention works exactly the same way. When you spread yourself too thin trying to satisfy everyone, nobody truly benefits, including you. Strategic kindness creates deeper relationships, stronger trust, and more meaningful results than trying to please every person who enters your life. Before agreeing to any request, pause for a moment and ask yourself 3 simple questions. Does this align with the future I want to build? Can I do this without damaging my own well-being? Will this act genuinely create value, or am I simply avoiding the discomfort of saying no? These questions help separate meaningful generosity from emotional obligation. If the answer is no, declining politely is not an act of cruelty. It is an act of wisdom. Every time you protect your priorities, you are also protecting your ability to make a real difference where it truly matters. There is another truth that surprises many people. Gratitude rarely lasts forever. When someone receives your help once, they appreciate it. When they receive it repeatedly, they gradually begin to expect it. Human beings naturally adjust to comfort. What once felt like a generous gift slowly becomes part of their normal expectations. This is why some of the people who receive the most from you eventually appreciate you the least. They do not intentionally become ungrateful, they simply adapt. Understanding this reality should not make you cynical. Instead, it should encourage you to create healthy boundaries that preserve the value of your kindness. People also judge you far more by what you are doing today than by everything you have done in the past. Years of sacrifice can disappear from someone's memory because of one decision that disappoints them. That is why chasing approval is an impossible mission. No matter how much you give, someone will eventually expect more. Instead of living to satisfy endless expectations, focus on creating lasting value. Help because it reflects your principles, not because you fear losing someone's approval. When your kindness is guided by purpose instead of guilt, it becomes stronger, more respected, and far more impactful than blind generosity could ever be. What truly defines a person's life is not how many people they pleased, but what they were able to build, protect, and leave behind. History rarely remembers those who spent their entire lives seeking approval. It remembers those who had the courage to make difficult decisions, stand by their principles, and create meaningful change. Being a good person is admirable, but goodness without strength often disappears under the pressure of a demanding world. If you allow everyone to consume your time, your energy, and your attention, there will be very little left for the dreams and responsibilities that matter most. Lasting influence comes from learning how to balance compassion with discipline, generosity with wisdom, and kindness with firm boundaries. Many people mistakenly believe that strength and kindness cannot exist together, but the opposite is true. Real strength gives kindness its value. When you are capable of saying no, your yes becomes meaningful. When you can protect yourself, your generosity becomes a choice rather than an obligation. The people who create lasting impact are not those who try to satisfy everyone. They are the ones who remain focused on their mission while treating others with fairness and respect. They understand that leadership is not about being liked by everyone. It is about making decisions that produce meaningful results, even when those decisions are not immediately popular. Your legacy will never be measured by the number of favors you performed or the number of people who temporarily applauded you. It will be measured by the lives you genuinely improved, the values you refused to compromise, and the example you left behind. Every great achievement begins with protecting what matters most: your character, your purpose, your time, and your peace of mind. Once those foundations are secure, your kindness becomes far more powerful because it is supported by confidence instead of fear. You stop helping people simply to avoid disappointing them, and you begin helping because your actions genuinely create positive change. Take a moment and ask yourself an honest question. Are you living according to your own values, or are you constantly adjusting your life to meet everyone else's expectations? Are your decisions moving you closer to the future you want, or are they slowly pulling you away from it? These questions are uncomfortable, but they often reveal the difference between merely surviving and living with purpose. Every boundary you establish today protects the opportunities you will have tomorrow. Every thoughtful decision strengthens your ability to serve others in ways that truly matter. As this message comes to an end, remember one simple truth. Kindness is never a weakness. Blind kindness is. When wisdom guides your compassion, when discipline protects your generosity, and when courage supports your principles, your goodness becomes one of the greatest strengths you will ever possess. Continue treating people with respect, but never at the cost of your self-respect. Continue helping others, but never by abandoning your own future. Continue choosing compassion, but let it be directed by wisdom rather than guilt. If this message challenged the way you think, take a moment to support the channel by leaving a like and subscribing for more content that encourages personal growth, mental strength, and practical wisdom. Share this video with someone who constantly gives too much of themselves and needs this reminder. Before you leave, write this affirmation in the comments. I choose wisdom, strength, and strategic kindness. Let those words become more than a sentence. Let them become the standard by which you live every day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.